And you may be saying, okay, Fabienne, I love that formula. I got to play bigger, and then I make a lot more money, and I impact more lives. Why has it been difficult up until now? Why has it been difficult to play a bigger game? Would you like to know? Yes. Can I tell you something about me? I'm a Leo. Does that piece everything together? Yes. What do Leos need more than anything? Attention. At least know thyself, right? Get your own needs met. So I have 3 days of kick-ass content for you. I have a whole process. But I would like to do an exchange. Would you like to know my exchange? I'll give you great content, great value, transformation, everything you could imagine and more, and the only thing I want in return is for you to be really engaged with me, right? So laugh at my jokes, even though they're not necessarily always funny. My kids say that I have humorous tendencies. They won't call me funny. Was it not funny right here? Nod. If you hear something really good, Victoria, can you do it? Woo! Okay, just give me a feeling that you're here. Just like, feel free to go, woo! LAB, can you show me, how do you do enthusiasm around here? When you like something I've said, what do you say? Thank you. Can we just all practice it once without the arms and then once with the arms, okay? Okay. 1, 2, 3, woo! It's barely 9:15. And now, with the arms for extra credit. 1, 2, 3, woo! Okay, yes, you are my tribe. Perfect. If you're not where you want to be just yet, if you're not earning the money as a reward for your service just yet, I want to tell you what's getting in the way. Would you like to know? Yes. Don't shoot the messenger. Do I always tell the truth? Bold hearts? Yes. I always tell the truth. And I promise, this is what we're talking about. The solution is everything we're talking about over the next 3 days. So you're not where you want to be yet because there's a part of you that doesn't yet believe that your calling is that big or that your purpose is that significant. Deep breath in. If I'm being honest, in the 17 years of working with tens of thousands of small business owners, I know very well that feeling of inadequacy is there. There's a part of you that doesn't feel good enough or that you know enough. The fear of rocking the boat if you begin to play a bigger game. Excuses that get in the way. Resistance. Deep-seated feelings of not deserving. Sometimes you get stopped by fear, yes? Yes. Sometimes the opportunity shows up, the one that you've been asking for, and we find a way to self-sabotage. Play too small. Tell me about that very loud inner critic. Okay, pause button. Let me tell you how we do things around here. Bold hearts? Is this a sacred space? Are we ever judged in this room? Do we love each other unconditionally? Can somebody be their real self here and not have criticism? Yes. So here's, for those of you who are brand new to us, consider this to be a bubble. The world is harsh, yes? Sometimes we have been hurt in the world, yes? Yes, not here. So I ask that you put your guard down. I ask that you open up your rig page and show us your real self. Show us your heart. If you have been driven by fear or you have a very loud inner critic, just say yes. So yes? Yes. In the past, you've been afraid to invest in yourself. Yeah. Indecision and waffling, has that, I make a decision and then I back out and then I'm not sure. And indecision is one of the worst forms of self-sabotage. And how about procrastination? Now, later, let me think about it. Let me think about later, yeah? And now we're going to get deep. What about feeling that something's really wrong with you? All my life, do you want to know the tape? The tape said, Fabienne, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why do you have to be like this? Why are you making so many mistakes? Something must be wrong with you. Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay? Worrying about what they'll think. Yeah, raise it proud. Right? And when the signs come, ignoring the signs. Doing anything to avoid criticism. Not seeing the opportunities that are right under your nose. Go like this. This is not this, okay? Go like this. Everybody, I want 100% participation in this room. Now look at your finger. The opportunity you seek is right under your nose. Don't tickle your nose. Say, the opportunity I seek is right under my nose. But what happens is that the opportunity shows up, and I'll tell you how this works this afternoon. The opportunity shows up, and you don't say yes. We don't say yes sometimes. Deep breath in. And then there's being driven by distraction. Is this anybody's brain? Yes. Yes. Or perfection paralysis. Trying to get it right, make it absolutely perfect before you decide to think about, to prepare, to consider, to talk to somebody about getting that thing out into the world. Anybody? Yes. And then there's the analysis paralysis, which is the, let me think about that. I want to launch this big program, but I really need to figure out what I'm going to do on, I'm going to launch it in, 2019 because I want to have some time to, really think it through and make it perfect. And then, of course, I have to have the right business card with the right logo because, the logo that I have now isn't really perfect for what I'm launching in 2022. And I need to know what I'm going to wear on day 3 of the 4th meeting. And let's go deeper. Whether you want to admit this or not, there's a little bit of you that resents the rich and successful. You don't want to admit that. It didn't come from you, but it's there. And so it's really difficult to want something you also judge. Deep breath in. And then giving up 3 feet from gold, not having the staying power, being quick to start something and then just not following through. Anybody? And the rest of you, just, because while we're here. And not enough faith in your abilities. Because as Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. Turn to the person next to you and say, I can see myself in some of that. And because of this, getting in your own way has made it difficult to play a bigger game. Right? You wonder, why am I not playing a bigger game? All these things are getting in the way, right? Until now. Until now.